Here's your First Warn Weather forecast first, sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
Still a little bit of a breezy afternoon here in the state line. We've seen wind gusts upwards of 20 or even 30 miles per hour during the afternoon, and now lingering into the evening as well. Meanwhile, our temperatures have remained a little bit on the cooler side as a result of the winds and the cloud cover. We've only made it to the mid and upper 70s for many of us. We're now sitting at 74 in Rockford, 73 in Rochelle, 72 in DeKalb, but 75 in Galena and 76 in Freeport. A lot of that cloud cover still sitting down to our south and to our east, along with the rain. We have stayed pretty dry here on the state line, but we may see a very isolated chance for a shower or two as we head throughout the next 24 hours. I'll time out when we could see some of that rain and when the sun is going to come back out again, coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
Right now at 5, police investigating an overnight shooting. The man with a gunshot wound at a Rockford restaurant. Plus the final day of Rockford City Market, why residents keep coming back to the event after 14 years. And new scholarships for NIU student athletes. The eSports upgrades coming to DeKalb.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Mimi Murphy. Thanks for joining us for Eyewitness News at 5. We'll get to those stories in just a minute, but first, Freeport police identify a suspect who allegedly shot 3 people. Police obtained an arrest warrant for 40-year-old Raymond Adams. They say Adams shot 3 people Wednesday afternoon on South Carroll Avenue. All 3 of those victims are expected to be okay. They were reportedly in an argument between Adams and the residents of a home prior to that shooting. Right now, Adams is not in custody. If you have any information on his whereabouts, contact Freeport Police. Rockford police respond to a shooting victim at a fast food restaurant. Police say a 25-year-old man was suffering from a non-life-threatening gunshot wound to his ankle. This was at the McDonald's on 11th and Samuelson sometime around midnight last night. Police have not released any more details. Residents near Rockton's Chemtool plant could soon receive their share of a more than $94 million settlement with the company. A final approval hearing was held this afternoon. Those within a 3-mile radius of the plant could benefit, receiving up to $25,000. The explosion at Chemtool happened June 14, 2021. A contractor hit a pipe, spilling mineral oil that caught fire. That fire burned for several days with a plume of smoke that could be seen for miles. Residents near the fire were forced to evacuate for 4 days. The final city market of the year just got underway about an hour ago. The popular summer event's been running since 2010. Eyewitness News reporter Jess Lipson is at City Market. And Jess, it looks like the weather turned out pretty well for tonight.
Mimi, it's a little bit windy out here, but that didn't stop people from coming out to the final day of City Market. You know, there's a ton of vendors out here, as you can see behind me. We got the food trucks, all the people out here. You know, I was talking to a few of the vendors, and they said it hasn't been as vibrant, as lively as before COVID, and they say now it's getting back to the good old days. And for those attending here, they're just happy to find some local places to eat and some, local places they didn't know were right in their backyard.
I think sometimes the creativity, because you get such a diverse group of like the little shops, and all the shops are pretty much here locally. So you can find somebody online and you don't have to go to the suburbs. You don't have to go out in the middle of nowhere to go find them. They're right here in your backyard. Plus you get a nice sense of pride. Like, hey, I'm shopping locally.
Later at 6, I'll have some more from the vendors here. But for now, I have to find a place to eat. There's a lot of options. Mimi, if you have anything for me, I'd love to hear. For now, reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Jess Lipson.
I'm sure you'll find something good, Jess. Have fun. A popular Rockford event's back for its 28th year. World War II Days at Midway Village opens tomorrow. Today was Field Trip Day with State Line students getting an up-close look at history. This year's event features over 1,000 reenactors and plenty of authentic military vehicles from 9 different countries. Outside of the war reenactments, it will also feature live music, lectures, and a Rockford Peaches reenactment.
A lot of fun. You know, we put a lot of work into it, especially the reenactors put a lot of work into this. And I got to say a preemptive apology to the neighbors around here. We do get some pyrotechnics going on. So a lot to learn and a lot of fun, multi-generational fun. The kids love it. Older people love it. It's a great time.
World War II Days will be open tomorrow from 10 to 5 and 9 to 3 on Saturday. Hard Rock's concert venue isn't just for live music. Today, the Rockford Area Convention and Visitors Bureau held a luncheon celebrating its 40th anniversary. It was the first civic event held at the venue. They looked back on their 40 years of work in the community and nominated 4 new members to their Tourism Hall of Fame. A panel discussion was also held, highlighting the importance of tourism in Rockford. The Visitors Bureau also unveiled its new 10-year plan for the city called Thrive 2035.
We're looking at arts and culture, outdoor recreation, meetings, conventions, sports tourism, the whole breadth of tourism in Rockford, Winnebago, and Boone counties, and how we can grow that going forward.
Grow added that visitors to Rockford spend over $500 million in the community each year. NIU athletes are the talk of DeKalb once again. This time it's not football, but the ESports team. They're receiving new scholarships for their program. Our Blake Dietz learned more about that today. And Blake, how much are these scholarships? 2
$2,500 scholarships, Mimi. Not only that, esports giant Turtle Beach partnered with NIU to revamp the program's equipment. University of Minnesota transfer Jamie Fortino plays Overwatch for the varsity team. She says the university's eSport program dwarfs her former schools. She's proud her new school is adapting to the next generation of students.
All of the younger people coming up right now and future students coming in, video games is a big part of what they do in their everyday lives, and that's just like a lot of how they have fun, how they relax, things they do with friends, and it's great that we're kind of embracing it and able to, put it all together in a professional space for them.
I'll have more reactions from a few other varsity players as well as the program's director, all coming up at 6. Mimi.
All right, thanks, Blake. Still to come, the Southeast begins recovery efforts from Storm Helene. The millions without power as the storm continues to move north. And coming up at 6, local medical students see the next steps in their career. The program making it easier to become family physicians.
Our temperatures made their way into the mid-70s for many of us, but it was a little bit of a windy day from the remnants of Helene making its way a bit further to the north. I'll let you know how long those impacts may stick around coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Scott Leber, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
We are getting a clear view of Helene's deadly impact across the Southeast. At least 34 deaths are being blamed on the storm, with Georgia and South Carolina seeing the highest number of fatalities. Ike Jachi has the latest.
After making landfall along Florida's Big Bend region, Helene traveling inland, bringing with it powerful winds and life-threatening flooding. A flash flood emergency issued in Atlanta after more than 10 inches of rain fell. Multiple people had to be rescued.
We went downstairs to check on everyone, and then we started getting floated away, and the boats came right in time to save us.
Georgia's governor calling Helene a deadly storm, confirming nearly a dozen deaths in the state, including a first responder.
When we ask people to stay off the roads and be patient, it's because we are trying to get to people. It is a very dangerous environment, and one of our finest has lost his life trying to save others.
North Carolina's governor says there have been numerous landslides in his state and at least 100 swiftwater rescues. The Broad River overtopping Lake Lure Dam. Evacuations ordered downstream.
The end of the rain is not the end of the threat. This fierce storm will move out of our state in the next 24 hours, but the danger will not be over.
The massive storm came ashore late Thursday along Florida's Big Bend region as a Category 4 storm with sustained winds of 140 miles per hour. Much of Florida's Gulf Coast inundated, including Cedar Key.
It's chest deep here now.
Some of the dangerous storm surge there seen in the driveway of this home. Front yards on Treasure Island now littered with boats from the marina.
Helene is expected to bring several more inches of rain over the southern Appalachians before stalling out over the Tennessee River Valley this weekend, with wind gusts felt as far north as Indianapolis. Ike Jachi, ABC News, Tallahassee.
Here in the state line, winds from Helene made it a little breezy today. Jordan Wolf lets us know if the effects from that storm will be felt in the state line. It's full forecast coming up next.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, the impacts of Hurricane Helene still continue to be felt across a very broad area covering nearly the entire eastern third of the United States. And that includes really strong winds across a large area as well. This is a map showing where we have wind alerts out. This brown color, this lighter color showing where we have wind advisories. And in the lighter color where we still see these darker areas, I should say, really within that, that's where we have high wind warnings, where wind gusts have been reported upwards of 60 miles per hour or even greater. And notice just how far away from the coastline this is, as the remnants of Hurricane Helene still continued to make their way further and further inland. We still see those really strong wind gusts, especially when we look well to our south and east. A current wind gust in Indianapolis of 49 miles per hour. Locally, we're kind of on the edge of that, so we still have seen some of those stronger gusts, but not nearly as strong as those to the south and east. Our highest wind gusts through the day have only gotten up to about 30 miles per hour, and that's where a few spots still sit. A current wind gust at the Rockford Airport of 28 miles per hour. Similar down in Rochelle and DeKalb, as well as in Poplar Grove, 20 miles per hour, the current wind gust down in Dixon. Into the evening tonight, we are going to be left with a bit more of that cloud cover, along with the pretty breezy conditions that we still hold on to. A live look with our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera overlooking Beloit, Wisconsin, showing off some of that sunshine trying to peek through the otherwise thick cloud cover. Where that cloud cover has remained in place, especially south and east, temperatures have remained a bit cooler. We've only made it into the low 70s. South and east of Rockford, we're now sitting at 71 in DeKalb, 73 in Rochelle, but we're at 74 in Rockford, 75 in Freeport, as well as out in Galena, with some spots even getting close to that 80-degree mark off to our north and to our west, where sunshine has been a bit more evident. But you see where a lot of the cooler air mass is in place. It's getting wrapped into this counterclockwise motion of the remnants now of Hurricane Helene, still sitting down to our south, actually centered right now over portions of Kentucky. This very large area of rainfall has also been in place, producing very heavy rain across portions of the Carolinas, with some spots out that way even reporting upwards of a foot of rainfall over a pretty short amount of time, only about 36 hours for that amount of rain to fall. That rain shield still sitting well out ahead of the center of that storm, though much of that rain has not yet made it this far to the north, is because we still have a lot of dry air in place and high pressure overhead. The difference between that high pressure and the really strong low pressure of the remnant of Hurricane Helene is what has allowed for those really gusty winds to be in place. As far as our rain chances go, we do have a narrow band of showers that tries to develop along the outer edge of this cloud field as we head through the night tonight and going into early tomorrow. Most of that, though, will remain south and east of Rockford, at least the potential chances for a spotty shower or two, but maintaining an isolated chance, mainly areas south and east of Rockford, as we head through the day tomorrow. As we get into the night tonight, what that means for our Friday night football games is it's still going to be a breezy and even downright windy evening, as temperatures will continue to fall down into the 60s. So it may feel a little bit chilly when you factor in just how windy it might be. But tomorrow we hold on to that breeze and temperatures will return back into the upper 70s with a bit more sunshine trying to move in Saturday and then again into Sunday. An isolated chance for a rain shower or two may develop on Monday as a cold front comes to pass, bringing us from 80 degrees on Monday to 68 on Tuesday. A little bit of a cool down, but it doesn't last very long as we warm back up toward the end of the week.
It's nice to see we do warm back up. Thanks, Jordan. Our game of the week takes us to Dixon tonight. Coming up, Drew Collins is live with a preview of the Dixon Dukes and Rockford Lutheran matchup.
Now sports with Drew Collins.
We have a big northern matchup here tonight at Dixon. The Rockford Lutheran Crusaders will be taking on the Dukes here tonight in this windy weather. Last year's matchup was a Dixon blowout. They beat the Crusaders 42-0. But in 2022, Dixon survived a nail-biter 22-19. This year, the Dukes are 4-0. Meanwhile, Rockford Lutheran is 3-1, with their only loss being to Byron. Lutheran currently is third in the conference, only behind Byron and Dixon. Dixon's head coach Jared Shaner is preaching the hard-nosed Dixon mentality to lead his team to victory. So far this season, they have outscored their opponents 194-28 through 4 weeks.
They don't just show up on Friday night and beat teams. That's not how it works. You have to put in work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and review it on Thursday to win on Friday. Defensive side of the ball, our mantra is, we take away the run. We don't want people to run on us, and then we react to passing teams. What Lutheran gives you is a little bit of balance there, which makes that a little bit tougher.
Yeah, it takes days like this. I mean, we're out here, it's Thursday, day before, so we're really sharpening everything we've done all week, but it starts in practice on Monday. Well, really it starts on the weekend with the recovery. It starts Monday with the installment. Tuesday, Wednesday, we're getting our hard reps, and then today we clean it up. So the offense is put the ball in the end zone, and defense is to get them off the field. So we want our offense to be on the field as much as possible, and we want the defense to be off the field.
Meanwhile, Lutheran has had a great bounce back since their loss to Byron. They have beat Stillman Valley and Rock Falls with a combined score of 83-28 in just those 2 games. Coach Ludke believes his new offense that he installed this year is starting to smooth out with his team. Meanwhile, the defense has stayed strong. Coach Jeff Ludke admitted that this game's a big one and that his team knows that. After back-to-back losses to Dixon, he would like to get back in that win column against the Dukes. If they can pull it off, they will be the second in the conference behind Byron.
Yeah, I would say this is a big game for us. We know that they have a lot of firepower and they've got a very good defense, and we know they're a good squad, and they're right up there. They're a 4A team. They're going to present a lot of problems. They throw the ball real well. I think they throw a little bit more than they run, and their running game is very adequate, and I think it's pretty strong. So we're going to have our work cut out for us there.
I think we have a really good chance this year, but also our offense is really good. So their corners, they talk a lot of smack. Their linebackers are pretty decent, and so are their edges are very fast.
And let's round out the rest of the Big Northern Conference. Obviously, I'll be holding it down here in Dixon against the Crusaders. We also have Oregon at Byron, North Boone at Stillman Valley, and Winnebago at Genoa Kingston. And for the Nick 10, Hano at Freeport, Jefferson at Belvedere North, Belvedere at Boylan, Harlem at Guilford, East at Auburn. And make sure to stay tuned for tonight's overtime for all those highlights. The Cubs' final series of the year is against the Reds. The Cubs shut out the Reds in a 1-0 win. That's sports. We'll be right back.
The first one interactive radar from Rockford Glastonbury shows just how expansive the precipitation field is from the remnants of Hurricane Helene. Most of that rain, though, staying well down to our south. We may only see an isolated shower or two late tonight into tomorrow. Breezy conditions hold on through the weekend, but winds light up and we warm up a little bit as we head into Monday before our next cool down Tuesday, Wednesday.
All right, thanks, Jordan, and thanks for watching. We'll see you at 6.